Hi, this is Steve Martin with Transwest Truck Trailer RV, and welcome to our Transwest Facebook Live video today. Today I'm going to be featuring the 2020 redesigned Newmar Ventana 4369 on a Cummins chassis. On a Spartan chassis. Cummins engine, 450 horsepower, 1,250 foot-pounds of torque on the engine. As you can see, this coach, what a beautiful coach. One of the main things that they did on this coach was raise up this fiberglass, formed fiberglass front clip to integrate the awnings into the roof. So you don't have the awnings hanging off the side, and you can see that when we walk around. Before we get started, I'd like to talk a little bit about Transwest and who we are. Transwest is truck trailers and RVs. We're a big transportation company, one of the largest transportation companies in the western part of the United States. We do Freightliner truck sales. We do trailers for them. We do belly dumps, side dumps, lowboys, all kinds of custom vehicles, tool trucks, and we do parts and service for all those trucks. It's the big trucks that are rolling up and down on I-25 is what we do. That's what we mostly do, just trying to keep America great. This is our RV facility. We have 4 RV facilities, 3 in Colorado, this one in Frederick, which is about 15-20 minutes north of Denver, and we have one in Grand Junction and one in Colorado Springs. We also have one in Kansas City, Missouri. We're a full-line Newmar dealer, so we carry every model that Newmar sells. We do Renegade, we do some of the Winnebago products. And I just wanted to show you our facility. This facility was built as an RV dealership. It wasn't a flea market or car dealership that was converted. All of these motorhomes that Jody panned when we first started here are all plugged in. There's 50 and 30 amp services. So when you come look at a motorhome, in the wintertime the heat is on, and the summertime the air conditioning is on. And look at this beautiful facility. Inside we have a customer lounge, we have laundry facility, we have a great parts department and a great service department. And if you don't believe me, look at the reviews online. So if you would like to walk around over here, Jody, we'll kind of start on the front here. I'm going to show you some things that are exclusive to Newmar and some things that are almost exclusive to Newmar. This front clip and rear clip, as I said, on this new 2020 Ventana, they've raised these up so that you don't see the air conditioners and the vent pipes and the satellite dishes, and gives it more of that bus look. It's very aerodynamic, cuts down on wind, and it just looks better. Okay, so solid, formed, molded fiberglass. That's how we get all these angles and all these curves on the front. Be careful when you're looking at motorhomes if you have a joint on the corner here where the front clip and the sidewall attaches. That's where you're going to get water leaks and air and wind infiltration, water infiltration. This is formed fiberglass, so it comes around the corner to the sidewalls. One thing that's almost unique to Newmar is the sidewalls. These are not laminated walls. No laminated walls, no delaminated walls. These are 16-inch on-center structural walls, just like a home. By the time you put the king studs and the trimmers in under windows and openings and stuff, it actually, if you took the length of this 43 feet and divided by the number of studs in here, it's about 12 inches on center. So you have a lot of structure on this coach, okay? To go along with that, this is something that's almost exclusive to Newmar. These are flush slides. These slides are, when they go in, they recess in, they don't overlap. Once again, it all has to do with wind infiltration, rain infiltration, road noise, and stuff like that. So you'll find this on everything that Newmar has. Everything is flush, including this TV, exterior TV door is all flush. All the windows are the new style frameless windows. They're all insulated glass and they're jalousie windows, so you can open these windows in the rain. Turn your fantastic fans on the inside, and it's amazing how much air this draws and comes through. Aluminum wheels are on the Ventana. The Ventana is the second in a line of Newmars all the way up to the King Air. They really don't miss much on the Ventana when it comes to standard features that they do when they go on up the line to King Air. There's some other features they have that these don't have, but for an affordable coach in the 200s MSRPs, and they make from 34 feet up to 43 feet, you can pretty much get what you want in that affordable price range. Underbelly. This is real important. I left these slides in because I don't want to have to bend down and maybe not be able to get back up. So if you want to access your slides, it's always easier to put the slide in. Brought a light here, and I want to show you some stuff in here. These braces right here, well, first of all, this is a Spartan chassis, and that's the main I-beam right here that connects the front axles and the rear axles together. Newmar does something different. The first thing that happens when this chassis goes into the plant, it does what they call a star foundation. And as you can see right here, this is the main I-beam. This is tubular steel that doesn't rest on top of this I-beam, so this chassis will still flex and you won't pop tiles or do any damage on the inside. You get the slide openings out of alignment, out of plumbing level. Tubular steel bracing here that, if you'll notice, goes back to the center and to the low point, gives us a real low center of gravity. The star foundation also provides for about 2 inches of insulation between the bottom of the storage bay and the top. Most of our competition, they just have a sheet of metal that's got some type of undercoating on it and then carpet on the top. This is completely insulated. The floor, the ceiling of the storage bay, and the floor of the coach is insulated. So insulated up here, the doors are insulated and insulated below. Makes for a real quiet ride, very little road noise going down the road. Pull-out trays. This is a pass-through tray. It goes on both sides. Real easy to store stuff. If you're like me, you always take too much stuff anyway. Another pass-through tray right here. It goes all the way across, and you can still see this star foundation, which is really, to me, one of the key things that Newmar does to make this such a reliable, well-built, easy to drive, easy to handle coach. Probably the most easy to drive and handling and reliable coach it is in the business. This is a 3/4 pass through. You have your hydronic heating on the other side. All your controls and stuff are in here for your awnings and your central vac that it comes with. If you notice this finish, this is what they call their masterpiece finish. It's an automotive finish with clear coat. So it's a multi-layer automotive finish. People ask me, well, what's the difference between this and a King Air? King Air gets more layers on it. Makes a little deeper content in the paint. So it's a great, beautiful finish. With the 16-inch on center structural walls, you get a real straight wall versus a laminated wall that's vacuum bonded or pinch rolled. The walls tend to get a little wavy. Newmar on Ventana and up, they put a tag axle at 40 feet. Okay? What does a tag axle do? Tag axle is a freewheeling axle. It gives you stability going down the highway out here on I-25 at 65, 70 miles an hour. It gives you that additional stability. It gives you stability when you're pulling stuff. Newmar starts at 40 feet putting tag axles on. All of our competition starts at 42 feet. Newmar just thinks it's important to have that stability. This is a heavy coach. With all the structures, star foundation, 16-inch on center walls. There's just a lot of structure here. I would rather be in a Newmar if something was going to happen because of all the structure than I would a laminated wall coach. You'll notice the tag axle back here is convex, where the front drive axle is concave. This tells me this has a steerable tag axle. So under 15 miles an hour, this rear axle will turn opposite of the front wheels. So it makes it unbelievable steering diameter, especially in a park or a parking lot. I don't think anything in the industry turns as well as this. It has like a 55-inch or more wheel cut on the front, and then when under 15 miles an hour, these turn to help you maneuver through a park or parking lot. Notice back here, we passed it, but there's a camera here. There's a camera on the front, camera on each side, a camera on the back. This has what's called a 360-degree camera system on it. I don't know how it works, but it does a great job. Somehow it shows a picture of this coach from the sky down, the top of the coach, and all the way around it. You'll notice the Nova awning system on this coach. There's no arms that go back, no bracing arms. You don't have any arms to run into. It's just a beautiful, beautiful awning system. Has LED lighting through here, so at night it really lights up nice. Back here is your chassis batteries. There's 2 chassis batteries, your disconnect for your chassis, some air dryers and filters and stuff for maintenance. It's all real easy to get to. And the back here is a rear radiator on the Ventana. Has all your engine oil filler, some more your hydraulic filters and stuff like that, transmission filler and gauge and stuff back here. Real easy to maintain. And I tell people, they say, well, how do you get to the engine? I said, well, you don't want to get to the engine. You just want to buy something you don't have to do much maintenance on. Keep it maintained, and you shouldn't have any problems. 15,000 pound tow capacity. So you can tow about all you want. Cars, race cars, pickups, horse trailer, horses. 2 horses weigh about 1,000 pounds apiece, and the trailer about 2,500. So you can see you could do 4 horses or 6 horses, or there's a lot you can tow with this. Once again, this back, like the front clip, this is all molded fiberglass, just like a boat. That's how we get all these intricate angles and curves and stuff. And once again, you don't see any joints on the side. All the joints are around the corner here. It's where you get your rain penetration, wind penetration, and you'll eventually create a leak if it's on the corner. I'm gonna let Jody hang out right here for a second. This is an exclusive to Newmar. This is called an egress door. That is an egress window. So in case something happens, fire, heaven forbid, or whatever, maybe a bear in the Rocky Mountains might come in the front door and you need to get out quickly. I'm gonna walk in and show you what this does, what this door, and this is new to, and the only company in the business that's doing this. So Jody, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna open that door. Okay, as we go in here to show you this egress door, I have the slides in so I can show you the underbelly easily. But as you can see, there's plenty of room to walk through. Well, I guess you can't see because the camera's not in here. We'll be in here in a minute. Let me get back to the bathroom here and show you this egress door. Once again, this egress door is exclusive to Newmar. How about that? This is your toilet. This is a panel that just magnets on. Take this panel off. Undo this strap. You gotta tell the bear to hold up for a minute. There's your egress. Easy to get out. Before, you had to get out the window like what's right here, Jody. This window to your left. That was the window you had to go out of. Now you got this, and this also has a jalousie window that you can vent in here, which is really nice with shades on it. Okay, I'll be right back out, Jody. Okay, I'm back. Great feature that Newmar does. Nobody else does it. Nobody in the business does it. This is the normal egress window. So if it's not your neck that gets strained or your ankles that break, this is the way to go. As you can see, there's no handle on the outside. There's a handle and a deadbolt on the inside for security. Just more storage. Notice there's lights that come on automatically. There's a 120 volt outlet in here. All carpeted. Solid doors. Here's your DEF, your diesel emission fluid tank. You want to check this every time you fill up, certainly every time you change your oil. Back up in here, here's your dump station. So you have a full house water filter, water supply with a hose on it. I believe it's a 50-foot hose, and it's on an electric reel. Both of your gate valves for your sewer, gray and black. You have hot and cold running water out here, low point drains, water pump switch, turn it on and off. It's all well marked. They just didn't stick a sticker on here. These are all CMC cut pieces of laminate that they put on there. So it's never, I've seen older coaches where a lot of the stickers have come off or they've faded and you can't see what the valve is or what it is. This will never happen with this. Nice and clean and neat. Here's your hose reel. Your cord reel. Same thing, 50-foot cord, 50 amp cord that you can reel up. It's an electric reel. You can pull it out and then reel it right back in. Very simple to use. Surge protection, all automatically built into these coaches. Here's your Oasis hydronic heat. So there's two types of hydronic heat that's on the market for RVs. One is called AquaHot, you've probably heard of. This is Oasis. Oasis is very popular, been around about the same time as AquaHot. This is a low pressure system where AquaHot is a high pressure system. Newmar just feels like with the low pressure system, they just have less problems with these. Most hydronic systems don't have a lot of problems anyway, but with a low pressure system, it's just less problems at connections and elbows and stuff like that. Works great. So this does all of your heating, has an electric backup in it, and it also does all of your on-demand water heating. There's two sets of lines that run through here. So you could have, as long as you have water, you have hot water. Great feature. And Ventana didn't used to have that option, but they do now, and it makes it for a really great coach. As you look, you see the Dutch Stars, Mountain Airs, London Airs, Essex, and King Airs. The same stuff is on them. This is the other side of your pass-through storage. Pretty simple. Same your pass-through on both of these. Here is your house batteries. There are 8 6-volt batteries on this. has additional batteries because this is an all-electric unit. So it has a residential refrigerator in. I'll get to that inside. Those are 8 low maintenance 12-volt batteries on a slide tray. Here's your fuel filler. There's one on each side, so it doesn't matter which side you pull up to the pump on, you can fill from either side. This is your diesel fuel. These are 305 tires. They're all 22-inch wheels, but these are 305. 305 is the width of them. The higher the number, the wider the width. In other words, a King Air has a 365. These are 305s. It's still a really wide wheel. Tire. It's about like this. So the whole key to this is the wider the tire, the taller the wheel, the less revolutions, the wider the tire, the more rubber on the road, the better ride you're going to have. You add that along with the air ride, and this thing drives beautifully. Here's a lot of switches and fuses and stuff. This is the storage bay I tell people that they're probably never going to have to be in. But you do have some 12-volt pull-out automotive fuses in there that from time to time you might short something out that's a real easily accessible. Here's your generator. Cummins Onan generator in the front end here. What I like about this coach is that it has the optional hot water spigot. So you can just hook any kind of regular hose up to that. And if you wanted to clean your window or your windshield, you've got hot water right here to do that runs off your hydronic system. There's also an air chuck down here, a quick connect for air hose if you need to check your tire pressure and all that stuff. This is your molded fiberglass I was talking about on the front, just like a boat, heavy duty. Okay, side cameras, rear camera comes standard on this unit. So you turn your left indicator on, it shows down the left side, right indicator. This does have an optional 360-degree camera package on it that does more things, and it does more things than I even know. The most amazing one is the one that shows, it looks like it's from a satellite, and it shows the top of your coach going down the road and all around it. Okay, Jody, let's go inside. Newmar makes their own storm doors. This isn't a wiggly, wobbly storm door or screen door. It's they make their own, they extrude their metal and weld all these together, and it's a really heavy duty screen door as opposed to most. Keyless entry right here is standard on Ventana. I want to open up these slides real quick, Jody. By the way, this is Jody. He's our videographer. He never gets any of the credit, but he's the heart and soul of these videos right here. Say hi, Jody.
Hi, guys.
We're going to put the slides out here if you can watch that going out. Hey Jody, let me show you something here before I get this slide in, if you want to step in here. This is something that all Newmars have. It's either mechanical or electrical, and it's called a slide lock. So as I described before, you have flush slide walls 16-inch on center structural walls, so you have a lot of stability. And then you have slide locks. So when these slides are pulled in, these either mechanical or electrical locks engage, and it sucks the slide in, so you get very little wind resistant, water infiltration, road noise, or anything like that. And that's, every coach they make has, every diesel pusher they make has a slide lock on it. Some are a little different type. But that's really important to point out, I think. This is all your control panels up here. Your inverter, this has auto gen start, so if your batteries run low, this generator will start. There's settings on it. It has quiet time settings. It has, or you can just start it at any time you want. That's this AGS button right here. And this is your inverter. And this coach has probably a minimum of a 2,000 watt, 2,000 watt pure sine inverter. And there's the rest of your coach, your awning controls on the outside, your wine guard. This is your traveler. This has the optional traveler satellite dish on it, which is an HD dish that raises up like a regular satellite, and it's the top of the line. Okay, Spartan chassis, the new Spartan digital dash. I'll turn this. I just started the motor. And you can see this dash, it's just a beautiful dash. All your gauges are right there. You have buttons you can scroll through, different things to get your fuel economy. It also, this unit is equipped with Comfort Drive. Comfort Drive is a motorized, computerized motor that goes on the power steering system, and it has on that dash and these buttons here. There's a place you can go in there and you can adjust the sensitivity of Comfort Drive and you can actually feel the steering wheel either loosen up or tighten up. And what it's for is driving down the road and you have the wind, let's say, coming from your left and you're steering back into the wind to the left. It'll straighten you out so you're steering straight, and it'll compensate for the wind or a slanted road that you might have. Another nice thing about it is when you're in a parking lot or something and you're at low speeds and you're getting ready to back into a slot, you just let go of the steering wheel, and that steering wheel will turn and turn the front wheels back to dead center. Great option. People love it. Newmar's been doing that since 2007. They had an exclusive on it. Newell Buses and Newmar Motorhomes had an exclusive on it for 10 years till 2017, then it opened back up. We'll start to see more people put it on. We've got a 10-year jump on them because it's not an easy thing to do and get it dialed in. Let me turn this engine back off. Hydraulic levelers, which is pretty standard. Engine brake, 3-stage engine brake, high, medium, and low. Another exclusive to Newmar is you're going down the road and something you can't quite figure out. They have Erica's picture here. Erica is a brand specialist for Ventana at Newmar. You have her contact number, how to get a hold of her 24/7. Okay. You also have Dougal, which is a website you can go to. It's a knowledge-based website you can go to, and it has everything you can think about this coach. You can look up and find. You also have the number for the roadside companion for Spartan, has their 888 number, and you can call them anytime. We also have a gentleman here that's basically an RV genius, I'd say, and Bill Habercorn. You'll also get his number, and things that come up, you can get a hold of him. You'll have his number to get a hold of on the weekends and stuff. And he might not be able to get right back with you, but you leave a message and he'll get back with you. Then you always have me, and I can do the basic stuff. Okay, as we turn around here, Jody, you can see the beautiful cabinetry that Newmar does. These are all solid cabinets. This is the glazed cherry model here. They're all solid. The doors, stiles, rails, everything is solid cabinets. There's no wraps in here. Okay? Once again, with all this other stuff, 16-inch on center structural wall, star foundation, all of that kind of stuff, molded fiberglass front ends and rear ends. It all makes for a stable, reliable motorhome, the most stable, most reliable motorhome in the industry. This particular model comes with 2 recliners and a sleeper sofa. There's about 4 different options on living areas. You can do opposing sofas, 1 recliner, corner fireplace, and TV, 1 sleeper sofa. The dining area on this one is what we call a Euro diner. Happens to be one of my favorites. There's about 4 dining options you can have. Table and 4 chairs with a buffet, a roll-out table. But this is, I think, really what people really like this. This solid surface countertop you can pull out, and you can put it up to 2 leaves in here. And you also have 2 more chairs that match the decor in here that are foldable that are under the bed. So you can sit 4 adults. You can sit 4 adults and 2 children at this table, no problem at all. All roller shades. You have your daytime solar shades and you have your nighttime blackout shades. Either one or just nothing at all. All solid hardwood and upholstered valances. Ceramic tile floor. Has a pull-out countertop right here that all the women love. It's very useful. Once again, solid surface countertops. This is induction because this is an all-electric unit, like I said. So that's why you have some big inverters on here to run this refrigerator and this induction cooktop. This induction cooktop will come out. It's just a 120-volt plug-in. You can take it out on the patio table and cook your fried fish, your fried potatoes, or whatever you decide to do that's outside. And these are just covers for this. On the other side they have cutting boards. Residential grade stainless steel. Residential grade, I don't mean trailer grade, I mean residential grade. So this is a solid stainless steel. If it's not solid stainless steel, it's going to splatter like crazy. This is what you see in residential construction. Another nice thing about what Newmar does, occasionally you will see these plastic air conditioning vents from the ceiling, like you see in the half bath right here. Okay, you'll notice that in the main area, the parlor and in the master bedroom, you don't see that. So they do all this intricate ceiling work. Okay, and inside of this, there's return air vents and there's supply vents. So you do your supply air and your return all in the same. The return has filters on them. These unfasten and hang down. They're on a piano hinge, and it makes for a real quiet. You don't have the air conditioner coming through the roof. It's actually in a duct system. So it's very quiet, very easy to use, very comfortable. Just like the hydronic heat that I showed you outside. It's very comfortable as well. A regular LP gas furnace, air-to-air system they put on, less expensive, less featured, less appointed motor homes. Blows air at about 125 degrees, and about the time you're cold, it comes on, and about the time you're hot and you're starting to sweat, it turns off. This blows heat at about 95 degrees, runs longer. Okay, it's got better insulation value in these 16-inch on center walls than the laminated walls that just have high density foam in them. And it's just a more comfortable coach. R19 ceiling. Okay, here's your residential refrigerator. Doesn't seem that wide. Doesn't seem much wider than a normal RV 2-door LP gas refrigerator, but when you open it up and you see the depth of this thing, this is what I have in my house. And we eat a lot, as you can tell. Slide drawer, freezer, okay. Ice maker for here. It also has ice and water in the door. It's all filtered water in there. Maple, hardwood, dovetailed, all right, these are rabbet jointed pantry doors. All high quality, all very smooth finish, all maple wood, all on slide guide, drawer slides. Has anybody ever had their pantry come open while they're going down the road and your jelly and your peanut butter and everything comes out? This has a lock on here that prevents that from happening. It's just those little details that Newmar does that nobody else is doing. So that's why it puts them number one. Has a dishwasher. This is an option. Most time in this price range, you don't see a dishwasher, but it has a dishwasher, and I can't get it open, but it will open. But it's a stainless steel dishwasher for this unit. It's an option. Nice subway tile in the back. Has a microwave convection type oven. You can always tell if it's metal on the inside, it's convection. So you can broil, bake, microwave, everything in there. Once you get used to it, it's a little bit different than an electric or a gas oven, but not much different. The preheat times are the same. The heating, cooking temperature is the same. It's just the time's a little slower. So I've showed you the half bath here, porcelain toilet, electric flush. Okay, there's no foot pedal you got to step on. It's got another fantastic fan up above. All these fantastic fans have, most all of them have the rain sensor on them. So if you're out and away at the beach, at trails, walking around, sleeping, whatever, if the rain starts, they'll come down on their own. People think this door is kind of weird. It's a center pivot hinge door. So what happens when this slide is in and this slide over here is in and your refrigerator's right here, you can open this door and get in easily with all the slides in going down the road, and you're not banging into your stainless steel appliances and denting them. Pillow top cushion, king bed with rounded corners so you can get around real easy. Once again, lots of lighting, lots of ceiling features. Just a beautiful coach. Newmar does a really good job with their colors and stuff. They go to home shows and boat shows every year to see what the new fashions are, the new colors. Over here you've got two wardrobes on each side. You've got Samsung. If you notice, all the TVs were Samsung. They don't jump around and put a Samsung up here and a Sony over here and a Panasonic over here. They're all the same. All the same. JBL and Bose speaker systems. Lots of drawers. Here's your video door, so for your receivers and your Blu-rays and stuff like that. Another wardrobe closet here. Then as we step back into the master bath, I'm 6'2", and I have plenty of room here. I have plenty of room in the shower. So you have a stackable washer dryer. Full washer, full dryer. And back here, double laboratories. Nice size shower with a fold down seat. Double vanities, as I said. Porcelain toilet, electric flush. Then here's the back side of that egress door I was telling you about with the panel off. There's the ladder and there's the door, so you can go out if something happens. You know, you overcook the chili in the kitchen and it catches on fire, you got a way out. Linen closet. It's a big double door wardrobe. You do have a safe back there, it looks like. Behind those adjustable shelves. And then over here you have another linen closet with, whoops, that's just a pantry. A medicine cabinet. And back in here, Jody, if you can get out of your way here, there are adjustable shelves all the way back in that corner there. Or you can take them out and use it as wardrobe, long hanging dresses and things like that. Down on the bottom here, we have an engine access. We don't want you in there. We want you to buy a reliable coach that you don't have to be in there. But that's what our guys do. We have trained, certified Freightliner dealer mechanics that work on these things when they need something. Okay? Sometimes you have warranty issues or whatever. This is how they get into the engine bay. We highly recommend that everybody that buys from us brings it back here or to one of our facilities and let us do the work on it. We just feel like we have an edge on everybody else because we are a Freightliner dealer also. That's the biggest part of our business is big trucks over the road, big trailers, specialty trucks and stuff that go with us, that go with that. It's hard to believe that Newmar would consider this one of their entry-level diesel pushers. But that's what it is, and it has all the stuff. I think you can tell by looking at it, the quality of everything. This is the season, folks. This is the time to come look. I think that about wraps it up for us. Once again, I'm Steve Martin. I can be reached at 970-290-6120, or my email address is steve.martin@transwest.com. We'd love to have you out. If there's a particular coach that you see online, you don't want to come out, you're not comfortable coming out yet, and you see online a particular coach, give me a call. I'll do a walk around video on it as well, or even if it's a used coach or any coach that we have here. If you want to come out and set an appointment, give me a call. I'd love to have you out and show you what Newmar and what our other brands, and we have a great used inventory here as well. So thanks for having us, and be safe out there. Thank you.